All right, on your form in Design View, we're going to be adding these fields that are going to be calculated fields. And it's not so different from working with a query, but we're going to calculate them directly on the form. So what you're going to do is go to Design and select Text Box. Drag it down and locate a text box appropriately on the form. Now this is important. We want to name this text box, and we want to name it Stay Length because we're going to be using it in a calculation, and it makes it a lot easier to keep track of if we've named our fields. So name it Stay Length and identify that as your label. Now in order to get the stay length, we need to subtract the check-in date from the checkout date. And you'll notice these are your field names. So we're going to use checkout date minus check-in date. And that's going to go, let me click on this. That's going to go in the control source. So you're going to type in equals, open bracket, make sure you spell the field name correctly, minus open bracket, and then check-in date. And that will calculate that for you. Then you've already got the daily rate, and we're going to do the same thing with amount owed before discount. We're going to create a text box, and we're going to call it before discount. Then it's equal open brackets daily rate times the stay length, and that will give us the amount they're owed before discount. Then the applicable discount is going to be an if statement. Let me open this so you can see it. And it's going to be a long if statement because it depended on whether or not the length was greater than 30 days to determine what the discount was. So it's a double if equals IIF, then open parentheses. And then we're going to have the stay length, and we're asking if the stay length is greater than 29. If it is, then our discount is a daily rate times 15% times the stay length. Else, if the stay length is greater than 6, the daily rate is 10% of the stay length, else it's 0. So take a look at that if statement. If the stay length is greater than 29, comma, then the daily rate times 15% times the stay length. That's going to be the value that's displayed in applicable discount. Else, we're going to have another if statement. If stay length is greater than 6, then the daily rate is 10% times the stay length. Else, 0. Be sure you close the double parentheses. Finally, we'll do another text box, and we're going to call it amount owed. Well, they didn't call it amount owed, but it should be called amount owed. And it's going to be equals before discount minus discount. Be sure you close the brackets. So now you've got the form, and it automatically calculates these values for you.